religious leaders from a diversity of faiths came here this morning, led in particular by the Anglican Bishop of Johannesburg, Bishop Stephen Moreo, and the support of the Provincial Council of Churches and the National Council of Churches. Some of the church leaders came from various parts of the country to be here just so that they can support this process. Why are we here? We're here because the church is present in the lives of people wherever they are. We pray for the people in the places where we live and worship. In this country, every ward, there's no less than 10 to 15 churches. And so when something like this happens, we believe it is happening to people who worship in our congregations. Even if those they don't worship, but we worship on their behalf, we pray for them, we hold them up. Now, when this happened here, it was important that we come and present our pastoral presence, because prayer may not necessarily do the practical things that Bishop Moreo is going to talk about, but actually it is through prayer. In fact, we believe that some of the prayers that the Bishop offered that day, even before this disaster happened, may very well have contributed to the fact that there's limited injury and death in this instance. And so we believe that prayer is important, and that's why we are here, but it is also a pastoral presence that says, in the name of God that we worship, we're here to say, let the pain be dispelled, and let the grace that strengthens people be given limitlessly and in abundance.
On Friday in the morning, I said to my wife that I need to go into the city. And obviously she was worried about the situation here. But I said to her, I must go because our parishioners who live nearby around the cathedral are there. So I came. I must say that the mood was very sober. And the JPMD, they were trying to stop people who wanted to go to the site. So I want to say thank you to them, how they just make sure that more people are safe. Because I don't think if they did not play their part, we would have still very few people who have not died, but they worked hard to make sure that there is safety. On Saturday, we met as the cathedral leadership to say, how do we, more than just prayer, respond practically to the needs and to say not of Christians, but of people around this CBD. So then we have started already with the initiative where we are going to, we started yesterday to give food vouchers to people. Two families yesterday after the service, they came and they said, Bishop, you know, since Thursday we have not been able to cook. But before we prayed for them, we gave them a food voucher. And we will continue to check on them today, and we'll do so with all the residents around here and give them these food vouchers. So yeah, prayer, presence, and practical support, they go together. This is what we call in theology incarnational ministry, where we are present when people are suffering.
And in addition to that, it is also a ministry that prods those who are in authority here,
yes,
to know that we are watching the space,
yes,
and that when the bishop says this is our community, it means also that the politicians who are in charge of the city must know that the church is watching and the church is driving, but the church is also saying, deal with the maintenance of the city in a way that keeps it in the shape that does not result in the Bridge Street incident.
Yes.
But I also want to say that we were able to go to the site of the one person that died, and we believe it is a necessary ministry for us to pause and pray at the place where the one person who was killed by this lost his life, and it was a necessary ministry as well for that.